Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit. crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit. Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. A time of great significance, of growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as very special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you leave.
crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores! Hello and welcome to the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center here on the campus of Adrian College basketball. We have some MIAA action here between the visiting Calvin University Knights and your Adrian College Bulldogs here on ACSN. Matt Kibbe, Destin Foy with you for this one. Destin, this is going to be a highlight game and a key game for both teams.
Absolutely. Both teams are looking to up their rankings in the MIAA right now. Right now, Calvin's sitting at number 3 on a 3-game win streak, hoping to get to number 2. And for Adrian, sitting at number 6, looking to get some momentum going on this 4-game losing streak.
We have a big broadcast here today. We have 4 cameras. 2 of them are completely wireless and will be on some guys' shoulders. We have an action cam over on the side. We have a top cam that you guys are traditionally used to seeing. But, folks, this game is everything for Adrian College. This is a must-win game, Destin.
Absolutely, because right now they're sitting 2-5 in their conference. This game puts them at 3 and 5. Puts them in a lot better spot moving forward. But they lose this game, they fall to a 5-game losing streak. Then they'll be 2-6 in the conference, and it looks like the tournament will be almost out of sight.
That's the goal this year, is get into the tournament. It doesn't matter how the top 6 teams get in. Adrian needs a win here today on this bright afternoon here in Adrian. It's going to come down to their leadership. Connor Pelham's going to be a guy to watch here for this Bulldog team.
Yeah, he's been a monster the last few games. He's ranked 5th in the conference in scoring, averaging around 17 points, 7 rebounds. He's been an animal getting after it, hitting shots, getting to the rim, being aggressive, and getting to the free throw line. But we also got to talk about our freshman, Diavion Price. He's been a very good key for us. He's been a flame for us offensively. And when he's going, Connor Pelham's going. Our whole offense is hitting on all cylinders, and we really cannot be stopped. But once we settle and once we start missing shots and we get in that rhythm of missing shots and the other team starts hitting shots, it just can be catastrophic for our team.
Destin, you mentioned some of the numbers here. Let's take a look at the stats here coming into this contest. They should flash up on your screen if you're watching at home. But, folks, when you come into this game, these teams on paper are pretty evenly matched down to the wire. Now, last time these two teams went at it, the Bulldogs ended up losing at Calvin. That game was by a final score of 81-61. But it's a new day. You got home court advantage.
Absolutely. You talking about that last matchup, it really just came down to both teams weren't really hitting from 3. Adrian was 20% from 3. Calvin was 13%. But you look at it, we got out-rebounded by 10. The assist numbers, Calvin 22, ours 8. The points off turnovers, Calvin 23, ours 16. And then we talk about the bench points, 37 bench points for Calvin and only 32 for Adrian. So if they're getting a spark from off the bench and their starters as well, Adrian just need a full game completely to match up with this Calvin team.
Destin, we look at the numbers for the team stats through this season, the 2021-2022 team stats. Adrian and Calvin both averaging 76.9 points per game. Everything else is barely a threat for Calvin to have the edge.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things when I saw these numbers is how close they were together. But then you look at the team records; they're just so far apart. Where Adrian being 3-15 and Calvin being 11-6, you would think that maybe somehow, some way, the records would be as even as their season stats. But that just hasn't been the case.
Yeah, rebounds per game, 37.2 for Calvin, 32.7 for Adrian. The big number, the one that we mentioned a little bit, is that three-point percentage, 34% for Calvin from the field, 28.5 for Adrian, and that's one of those areas that in the past years, Adrian relied on the three ball. You think back to Jordan Harris, who's now at Grand Valley. He hit a couple massive threes. They haven't had that this year.
Yeah, it's been tough because it's a three-point bug that it seems that both our men and women's team have been hitting this season. It's where, three is more than two. So, of course, nowadays you want to hit more threes. You want to be more aggressive from the three-point line. But if those aren't hitting, you got to find it somewhere else. And we've seen a lot of times when watching this team play that the three doesn't hit and they keep going back to the three and keep going back. And then you get to those Calvin, like a game against Calvin, when you shoot only 20% from the three, and you just keep taking them when you need more shots inside from the free throw line, from inside the rim. So hopefully Adrian can be aggressive today.
A number you don't see on your screen if you're watching at home is the turnovers per game. Both teams averaging double digits in turnovers. Adrian edges out Calvin, giving up about 14 turnovers a game. Calvin just about 12 per game. So again, another evenly matched thing where it could come down to the wire. Transition points are going to be key.
Absolutely. Transition is really what starts rhythms out for offenses. Basketball is about a game of runs. You get a few key steals. You get 4 easy points. And now the offense on the other side of the court is reeling. They want something immediately, but they can't get it, so they're forcing, while the other team is still pushing in transition, getting offensive rebounds, getting second chance points. And that just leads to a successful team.
We are going to step aside here on the Adrian College Sports Network for the National Anthem. When we come back, we'll give you the starters, and we'll get underway here between the Calvin University Knights and your Adrian College Bulldogs. We'll be right back here on ACSN. Bring it back.
You're listening to...
You're good. Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We need to pause 10 seconds for station identification here on ACSN.
You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on WVAC Adrian, 107.9 FM, and Adrian College Media Production.
And we're going to go into starters. Welcome back here on ACSN. Thank you for tuning in on WVAC Adrian and on the ACTV YouTube channel, live, free, and in HD. We'll go over our fantastic crew here in a little bit. First, we're going to look at the starters for tonight's contest. First, we'll take a look at the visiting Calvin University Knights as they are getting announced on the floor. We'll wait for a little graphic to pop up here for you here at home. But when you look at Calvin's starters, they play big, Destin.
Yeah, they do. They really get after the offensively. They get after rebounds. They really get after it. Not a really big size team. Their tallest guy right now is 6'8". That's pretty big. When we look at the starters, you got Buchanan X-Gay right at the power forward position, Josh Steinberg at the point guard, Jabe Dickerson at shooting guard, Jacob Collison at the other guard, and Logan Van Essen at the other guard as well. So 4 guards right now, and a pretty small team, but hopefully Adrian can match them up pretty well.
Let's take a look at the Adrian College starting lineup here on ACSN. The highlighted player, Connor Pelham. This is the usual suspects for Adrian College.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about Connor Pelham, our leader, our freshman, Adrian Price. We're looking for some spark offensively from him. Then we got Josh Redensteiner, Andrew Larson, our big guy down low, getting some rebounds, and then Jalen Paul, our point guard. Really going to be operating this offense, looking to see him get some assists, get some guys involved offensively today.
Tip coming here on ACSN, the Bulldogs and the Knights for a battle in the MIAA. Bulldogs trying to get back to even standings and get in the race for the postseason. Calvin trying to extend their lead in the MIAA. Calvin will win the opening tip, and we are underway here. 20 minutes to go in the first half. Calvin has the opening possession. On the wing, bringing it up here is Szymanski. Back over at the top of the key. Passed back. Driving down the lane. 3-ball fake. Drive open, and it falls in for Calvin. That one's going to be Emmett Warner's.
Great move. Great pump fake. Get to the rim. Nice layup by Calvin.
Now here's the Bulldogs with it. Connor Pelham, who's been on a tear lately. Dribble, drive, spin. Tries to kiss it off the glass. It doesn't go. Calvin will break out. Pass to the corner. Back up. Wrapping around here, trying to get it on. Good defense there by the likes of Jalen Paul, and it's going the other way.
Great defense stop from Adrian. Hopefully they can get some points on the board on this drive right now.
Back in. Avion Price gives it to Pelham. Back over to the freshman. That's Andrew Larson. He drives, and we're going to see a whistle, and ball's going to be with Calvin.
Try to be aggressive there. Look to find something. He was in the air, just didn't see nothing. Bounced off the rim, out of bounds. Calvin ball.
Agassi is the one with it for Calvin. He's guarded by Devion Price as Jalen Paul gets it up to Larson. Larson drives and lays it in.
Great move by Larson. Way to extend out on the break. Transition points is what we like to see from the Bulldogs.
I'm going to say this so Josiah knows. I hope we're capturing replays over there. You'll know when to cue him up. Calvin has it now. The top of the point in the corner now, back up, another fake three. This is what Calvin likes to do, wrap the ball around and then try and find a drive into the lane. There's an open mid-ranger, and it's swished.
Yeah, I'm liking the ball movement right now from Calvin. Looking around, not settling for shots, finding the best shot possible, always making the extra pass.
Morrison was the one who got it. Paul drives and loses it, was going to get called for a travel if he held on to it. Back over, another quick pass, another breakout play. Drive, Morrison goes up with the right, and it's going to be an air ball, but there's going to be a foul. Larson's going to get his first.
Good attempt there offensively, but we take a look at this replay. It's the breakaway steal. See Jalen Paul find his man in transition for Larson with a nice up and under layup. Great play.
Awesome camera work, too. I don't know if you saw that. Good job by our crew. The first shot of the foul is in for Morrison. Apologies, this is Emmett Warner's. Already 2 minutes gone here in the first half. 2 go, and Calvin now has a 4-point lead over the Bulldogs. On the far side, Price has it. Back up with Larson. Price again outside the 3-point arc. He's going to look to pull up. He does, just from inside the arc, and it hits off the front of the rim.
Good move. And I was trying to find some space with the step back, but just couldn't follow through.
Down low. Warner with it. Larson on him. Big on big. Driving into that restricted area. Passes it out, and it falls off to the side. Connor Pelham with the rebound. Bulldogs have it, trailing by 4. Back up. Paul fakes the shot, drives, goes to Larson, and it's tipped by Calvin. It's going the other way. Warner with it. He'll drive on Pelham, pass it out, and it's turned over.
Those are the turnovers we talked about in pregame, Matt. Both teams committed some early turnovers. Hopefully both teams look to correct that. I see another turnover right away.
Back and forth, 2-on-1, pass in, left hand, jam for Egiziki. And an early timeout called by Adrian College. We'll step aside here with 16:58 left to go here on the Adrian College Sports Network. It is 8-2 Knights.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, Character, hard work, grit. Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds. Got out a last-line shift. Will their team to victory. Hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back here on ACSN. Let's take a look at the ACTV instant replay. It was the turnover in the 2-on-1, and great job by Calvin to finish.
Yeah, that's two-hand rim grazer. Get some momentum going for Calvin right now.
Bulldogs have the basketball back. They have it to Larson now with Price. Price to Pelham. Pelham for three, and he hits.
Connor Pelham's been in a groove offensively. You'd like to see that three-pointer going early.
Calvin will drive as they try and bring it up. Their passing ability has been good. Cut play on, pass out, wide open three, and it's trading. Calvin hits one. Szymanski.
You know, you hit one, we're going to hit one right back at you. Great three-pointer. Great extra pass as well by Calvin.
6-point lead for the Knights. Paul drives. He wraps it all the way around back to the point. Pelham has it once again. Down in the corner to Larson. Pelham takes it back, passes out. This is Josh Reitensteiner. Has it for Pelham. Pelham will drive, has to pick up his dribble. Calvin on top of him. Pass out to Larson. Larson drives the baseline. Reverse lay-in and kisses it in.
Great touch down low by Larson, and loving the ball movement on that last possession by the Bulldogs, and loving his camera work as well by our wonderful crew here at ACTV.
We'll go over them. They deserve a huge shout-out here. First time we've had 4 cameras at a game. 3 ball for Calvin. It hits.
Looks like Calvin's hitting on all cylinders, three-pointers inside, but the ball movement is the key.
Luke Morrison, another one from three-point land. Paul has it. Reinhauer heads in, and it's a floater.
Great touch again down low by the Bulldogs, and a great tip and hustle by D'Avion.
You'll take a set play coming in with a quick transition for Calvin. Like you said, a nice play by Price. 14-9 is our score. A couple subs coming in here for Calvin. It looks like Alec Furin heads in, as well as the big man, Jordan Kechi.
You take a look at this three-pointer by Pelham. A big shot from the big guy at the wing.
Calvin back up to three-point land as they try to drive. It's on the outside. Bring him back in. Offensive foul on the driving Uchia Exiki.
Great play by Connor Pelham. Way to just take that blow, keep your feet steady, and draw the charge.
Watkins subs in for the Bulldogs. He's been a key bench player in a little bit of a six-man role for head coach Tim Kaiser. He has it, goes back, and we're going to have a travel call here on Price, so Calvin will get it back. Calvin brings it up the middle of the court. Pelham face guarding his man, switch on. Bulldogs in a man-to-man right now, Destin, trying to stop the aggressiveness of Calvin.
Absolutely. You want to get in their face, put a body on everybody.
Pelham reaches for the ball. Move on. Warner shoots from three, hits the front of the rim. Rebound, Calvin. That's the big man of Kachi. On the far side, back over. The point man of Agassi drives in, pass over, back up to Warner. Warner wide open from three-point land, and he misses. Rebound, Kachi hits off the back of the rim. Another one, he grabs it himself and kisses it off the glass. 2 points for Calvin.
Just great hustle, back-to-back offensive rebounds.
Price
way to keep the play alive.
Drives, has Larson cutting in. Another floater for Larson. He'll hit it.
One thing about Larson, he's going to always make the hustle plays down low. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to hit shots when you need them.
Agassi drives. He'll get fouled on his way up to the rim, and 2 shots incoming for the sophomore. From the floor, Calvin 6 for 9 on the day. Bulldogs 5 for 7. It's been the name of it. A lot of finishes, but a lot of turnovers.
Absolutely. That's what's really setting apart both teams. You know, Bulldogs had some early turnovers as well, but so did Calvin. But Calvin was able to capitalize off those turnovers while you see the 6-point lead right now.
Agassi hits his first. Makes it 17-11, 13:49 left here in the first half of play. The second shot, a little awkward hang up at the release point, he misses. Watkins will bring it up on the right side of the court. Transition and an offensive foul here on, I believe that was Price.
And another offensive foul, another turnover for the Bulldogs. Looking like Kaiser wants to sub, get some things cleaned up.
So looks like Reed Schilling's going to come in for Price. That was his first foul of the night. Calvin will once again bring it up. Just a 6-point lead. Cutting play, tipped by Larson, and it hit off of his hands. And Nick Seifert let it go. So Calvin will keep it.
Seems like he must have thought it was off on Calvin, thought they were going to get the ball instead. Calvin basketball.
Inbound play for Calvin from the baseline. Simple pass in, 3-ball faked once again. Driving here, and we're going to have a foul on Watkins as the driving Szymanski was falling down. Calvin, another inbound play. Have it at the top. Bringing it down. Van Essen has it. Pass over into the corner. This is a 3. Szymanski once again.
Again, the ball moving by Calvin, opening up that three-pointer. The Knights have been rolling.
Nice play there by Kendall Chrisman. Gets 2 points back for the Bulldogs. It's 20-13. Calvin moving the ball around. Drive, pass out. Szymanski once again. An offensive foul as Szymanski was going to hit a wide open 3.
He's been lighting it up from downtown tonight. You don't want to let him get in the rhythm. He'll tear you up this entire game.
They're shooting 100% from 3 are the Bulldogs. Calvin 60% from the three-point land. As you see the replay there, as it was a little bit of a while ago. But awesome job by our crew. Pass out. Chrisman hits!
While he's falling down, good shot as he's limping a little bit up the floor.
Bulldogs get within 4. Calvin, Szymanski drives. He'll take a hard foul. 2 shots coming.
Crimson still holding on to that ankle a little bit, was still able to make the play defensively. Talk about this three-pointer. It looks like he stepped on his defender's ankle, was still able to knock it down.
Chrisman a little gingerly into the paint area here for the free throws.
Yeah, might have rolled that ankle a little bit. Just need to walk it off. That's what Coach will say.
Just need to walk it off. 2 shots coming here for Szymanski. He'll hit the first. Gives the Knights a 5-point lead here with 12:24 left, 12:22, really.
And both teams offensively have really been able to get after it, being really aggressive, not wasting any time getting to the flow of their offense.
So Chrisman's going to step out here, and right now will come into the game, the freshman. And Watkins will cross over the timeline. Pass to right now right away and wasn't able to hang on to it. Schilling gives it back to Watkins. He'll be the screen man here. Watkins gets around a cutting play and lays it in. And 1 for Nick Seifert.
Great pass by Watkins. Great cut. Great finish. Overall, great play by the Bulldogs.
I think Josiah got a replay. Oh, he didn't. So Seifert will take his and 1 shot. It's good. Another great shot by Jacob Mills down low. 12 minutes left to go here in the first half. Calvin has the lead, drives, kick out to three-point land in the corner. Bulldogs back into a zone 2-3. Another three hits off the side. Watkins will get the rebound.
Seen a lot from that from Calvin today. They want you to jump on that pump fake so they could cut and find the open man in the corner. Hopefully the Bulldogs can get on top of that.
Watkins tried to drive. He was pestered on his way into the lane and gave it up. Pelham on. Double team coming. It's back out onto the three-point land. Bolt tries to get in, drive. Van Esten takes the shot mid-range, and it hits.
Nice little pull-up from mid-range. Had the pump fake, saw he had some space, decided to take it anyway. Nice mid-range shot.
Here's Watkins bringing it up again. Pace slowing down here for the Bulldogs on offense after a couple of turnovers the last few possessions. Pelham with it. He takes a three, and it rims out. Rebound by Schmansky. Schmansky drives with the right, and it's knocked out. It will stay with Calvin. But a nice play there by Nick Seifert.
Yeah, a great defensive play to knock the ball out instead of fouling. Because the refs have been calling it for Calvin, so they've been hitting some free throws. You don't want to send them back to the free throw line again and put yourself in the bonus before the half is over.
It fouls right now. 5 for the Bulldogs, 3 for the Knights. Calvin has it. Back in, another shot from the foul line. This time, it was a fadeaway for Schmansky, and he got it.
Schmansky's jump shot is looking good tonight.
Seifert drives, goes up with the right from the left side, and lays it in.
Love that crossover, love that power move to get to the rim, finish and down low. That's what the Bulldogs need to do to come back into this game.
Calvin has it. Right in. Drive and a foul, no shot. It's going to be on the floor here. It was Luke Morrison who was driving, and the foul comes on, I believe, Michael Reitnauer. Fans still filing in here to the Maryland Sport and Fitness Center. Back over on the outside. 3-ball hits off the back of the rim. Rebound Bulldogs, and it's going the other way. Seifert will bring it up quickly and then slow down his pace. Back over. Schilling to Reitnauer to Watkins. Watkins down low. There's a little bit of a mismatch here. Has a cutting play for Pelham. Left-handed in.
Great find, great finish by Pelham. He's been the offensive leader for the Bulldogs so far this season.
He has 5 tonight. Cutting play. Up. Hits the front of the rim. Goes out. Pelham rebound.
That's another aspect of the game where Pelham is effective rebounding offensively and defensively.
Don't look now. The Bulldogs are within 3. Calvin has led this game the entire way. Watkins from 2-point land, and he gets it. Grab that replay here. Let's take a look at it here, Josiah. Harris Watkins.
Knew he had a mismatch, spin move, crossover, fadeaway jump shot. It's wet. Calvin needs a timeout.
Yeah, Calvin forced to take the timeout here. That will put them down to 5, 26-25. Game will stay right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Getting an awesome show from the dance team if we want to put that on air for the folks watching at home. Destin, as we're looking at the kind of entertainment here between timeouts, Bulldogs within 1 now. Biggest lead for Calvin so far tonight has been 6 points, but the Bulldogs keep hanging around through this first half of play.
Yeah, you mentioned it. What I noticed, they were slowing the pace down, finding great shots. Kind of what like Calvin was doing, passing the ball around, finding not just the first open shot, the best open shot, and that's what Adrian's been doing. Got a few key and ones down low, just staying aggressive, hitting some shots, and we're only trailing by 1.
Bulldogs on defense now. Calvin out of the timeout. Down low, hanging on to it here is Kachi. Kachi drives and passes it out to 3-point arc. Now heading in. Fruin gives it back to Exi. Down low, another pass out. Morrison has it, fakes the shot inside the 3-point line, and swish.
One thing about Calvin I've noticed a lot is those pump fakes. They want to get you off your feet. Seems like there's something on the floor here.
So point will count, but looking like
a wet spot on the floor. Coach want it cleaned up.
Football coaches are the game day staff today.
Just doing a little something to earn that salary.
apologize. I mentioned the largest lead was 6. It actually was 9 for Calvin. At one point, they led 20-11. And now they have just a 3-point lead, 28-25 here. 8:50 left to go in the first half of play. Watkins with it. Gives it down low to Pelham. He's one-on-one. Post up, pass out, up to the point right now. We're now over to the left side with Seifert. Seifert looking to drive, bodies a man, and we're going to get a foul. We'll be on the floor. It's going to be on Morrison. Inbound play here for the Bulldogs. Back over to Pelham. Pelham looks to drive, has to pick up his dribble, gives it to Watkins. Watkins on the left side. He goes baseline, goes up, trying to reverse it in, and it's blocked.
Great defense by Calvin.
Transition offense, and it turns it over.
As Watkins looks to be lingering on some injury down low on the outside of the court.
He got hit hard when he went up for that reverse lay-in, so we'll have a little bit of a timeout here. But what to point out there, Calvin gets the block, but then immediately turns it over on the transition.
Yeah, those are some points they can't give away. That's what really let them have in that 9-point lead. You're talking about transition points from Adrian turnovers. If you can't capitalize off those, puts Adrian in a good spot.
No lead changes so far. Calvin has held it the entire time. Bulldogs are 78% from the floor. Calvin 62%.
One thing about Calvin I'm noticing, like I said earlier, is they want to get you off your feet on those pump fakes. You've seen a lot of them on the 3. They want to get you off your feet, drive by you, and then see your defense collapse, leave a guy wide open in the corner. You've seen Szymanski hit a few open 3s in the corner on the wing. You don't want to give shooters open chances on especially corner 3s. Those are the easiest shots to hit on the court, especially for a shooter.
On the floor, Szymanski is the point leader of this game. He's got 10 already. For the Bulldogs, it's Andrew Larson with 6. Larson not on the floor right now for the Bulldogs. And we'll keep updates on Watkins as he heads off. Paul, he checks in for him. 3-point for right now where it hits and rims away.
Great shot attempt by Adrian. You want those to fall as you're trying to come back into this game.
Morrison passes it over to Frunin. Frunin's going to run the offense. He gives it up to the big man who's outside the 3-point arc. The 6'5 senior for Calvin is catchy. Now it's passed over. 3-point ball, and it's going to step out of bounds. Adrian gets the ball back. Another turnover here.
Seems that Kendall Chrisman has checked back into the game. Looks like the ankle is no longer bothering him. Looks like it was just rolled up.
Paul will bring it up. Bulldogs trail by 3 here. Pass out. Larson down to Pelham in the corner, and it's an air ball, but rebounded and sent back away off the rim again. Doesn't fall for Chrisman, and it's a foul as we're going down the floor.
Yeah, Pelham's a little frustrated. He wanted that 3-pointer to go just a little too strong, but great hustle by Crimson coming back in off being injured, grabbing the offensive rebound, wanting to get that shot going as Bulldogs only trail by 3 points with 7:20 remaining in this game.
Got a new cameraman down there. Sione, otherwise known as Junior, rugby player. He's operating the wireless camera. Here's what his shot looks like if you're watching at home. There it is. Took Chancey a second.
Then you talk about ACTV almost being taken over by rugby players. We're glad to have them.
Eggsky is taking his second shot to extend the lead to 5, and he'll do it. 7:25 left in the first half of play. Matt Kibbe, Destin Foy with you here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 30-25. Calvin is in the bonus. Back out, Larson has it to Pelham in the right side. Back to Larson. Larson looking to drive, gives it to Paul. Paul has it in the middle, going back out. And a 3-point ball hits the side and falls off. Calvin gets the rebound. This from Chrisman. Pelham one-on-one. Morrison goes up with the left, and it falls.
Nice little crossover, 1-2, straight to the cup. Nice, tough contested layup over 2 people.
Paul has it for the Bulldogs. Trying to drive. 7-point lead for Calvin. Bulldogs really need a point this possession. Back out, hits off of Calvin. It will stay with Bulldogs. They'll have 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
See Calvin swarming Adrian defensively. Adrian was getting some points off back-to-back. Looks like Calvin stepped up the intensity defensively to slow them down.
Here's a good sign. Perez Watkins steps back onto the floor. Gets it from Chrisman, right on cue. Down to Paul, now to Chrisman. Chrisman playing in that big role. Tries to go up, is able to pass it out to Pelham, though. Pelham drives, goes up with the right, and we have a foul as he was going for the shot. That's
Way to be aggressive by Pelham.
Lucky call, though. He could have easily been called for the travel there.
Yeah, called it right before. He probably would have traveled. Hopefully he knocks down these 2 free throws, because Adrian were really just looking for some points offensively, because there's been a few possessions without a score for the last few minutes of this first half.
Pelham will take 2 shots. He'll hit the first. Bulldogs haven't been great from free throw land. Those free baskets only shooting as a team about 60%.
Yeah, and those points you don't want to give away at all, especially trailing in this game. Any points are all the points that matter, especially that one right there.
Pelham misses it, but Larson gets the rebound back out to Chrisman. Chrisman fakes it, takes a 3, and hits the back of the rim.
Had his man turned around on the pump fake, just couldn't capitalize on that 3. He wanted it, and the crowd wanted it bad as well.
It's the thing, trying to wake up the crowd are the Bulldogs. The Marilot is one of the toughest places to play when the fans are into it. Down low, misses it. Larson gets the rebound. That was Emmett Warners who couldn't get it to fall. Paul, one-on-one with the big man. Got the quickness, but tried to get it out to Larson. Larson back within to Chrisman. Down to Larson, and Larson drives and hits one.
Yeah, great pass by Crimson to thread that needle down to Larson down low. You find Larson in any spot in that painted area, he's going to finish it.
Bulldogs back within 4. Here we go. Calvin has it. Back out. Morrison, 3, and he hits.
Great shot, great form by Morrison. Finding the open man, hitting the big shot. Another 3-pointer by Calvin, as those shots have been big tonight in this first half.
That is Calvin's 3rd 3 of the night. Paul drives, gives it to Larson. He'll bring it back out to the 3-point land. Paul guiding traffic, looks for a screen from Larson. He'll drive baseline, pass it out to Watkins. Watkins wide open 3, too much on it. Rebound Calvin.
Adrian wanted to answer back on that last 3-pointer.
Szymanski, who's been quiet for the past few minutes, had it, lost it, and thought they were going to take the 3, but the offense sets up. Pelham on Morrison. Morrison drives and lays it in.
Morrison's been electric on that dribble drive pump fake straight to the rim. He's hit it a few times, but again, this team, they love the pump fakes. They're very disciplined, not taking the first open look they get, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from them offensively, which have them with this lead.
Pelham, Euro step, couldn't get it to fall. It hits off the front of the rim. Calvin gets it back once again. Morrison's got 14. He now takes the team lead for Calvin and the game lead in points. 37-28 lead for the Knights of Calvin. Morrison with it. Deep 3. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound, Calvin. Another 3. This one hits the front of the rim. Back over, Paul, Pelham, both get the rebound.
Now Calvin has hit some 3s, but you don't want to get the 3-pointer bug because that can easily shoot you out of the game.
Paul gives it to Watkins. Watkins looking to drive, picks up his dribble, back to Larson. Watkins, he's going to look for the ball at the top, but Paul's going to keep it. He drives with the left, pass out to Larson in 3-point land. It kicks off and turnover. Calvin gets it back. Calvin has it right in front of the Bulldog bench. Wide open 3 here for Warners, but he can't hit. Just like you said, they've taken a lot of 3s here these past few minutes. Here's Chrisman. He hits.
Great pull-up 3-pointer, confident. He knew that was going in once it flew.
Let's take a look at it here on the ACTV instant replay.
You know, they've been hitting 3-pointers. He wanted it back. He knew it was dropping as soon as it left his hands. Great shot by Kendall Crimson. as Adrian looks to close into this game, only down 6 with 3 minutes left in the first half.
Calvin took the timeout. 3:09 left, like you mentioned, Destin. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. Field goals so far, both teams 13 for 23. In both teams, that means their percentage is the same, 56.5 to go. Free throws, Calvin's gotten a couple more opportunities, 7 for 8. The Bulldogs 2 for 3. Rebounds, Calvin edges out the Bulldogs 12 to 10. But on the offensive side, it's close. 3 rebounds for Calvin, 2 for the Bulldogs, and we have only seen one tie in this game. It was when it was 0-0.
Absolutely. When you talk about the small stats, the turnovers, the three-point numbers, the field goal numbers, all of them are around really similar. But you talk about, Calvin has taken more free throws than us. So hopefully Adrian can slow down on the fouls and get back after it. But then the turnovers, again, are similar. But it seems like Calvin has been able to capitalize off those, and Adrian just hasn't been able to offensively.
You talk about scoring off the turnover. Fast break points, 8 for Calvin, 5 for the Bulldogs.
And those little stats people won't notice when they're really checking the box score, but when you're looking at a ball game, especially a close one like this, all those possessions mean the world.
6-point lead for the Knights. They have it. Trying to get it around. Senzing takes it. Under 5 to shoot. Off-ball foul, and Chrisman not happy about it.
Yeah, the shot clock was winding down. You hate fouls that late in the shot clock because you know they were just going to turn the ball over anyway. And now you send the team to the free throw line to give them potentially 2 easy points.
Calvin is in the bonus. So 1-1 here for Eli Sensen. He misses it. Chrisman gets the rebound, though.
He's been great off the bench, hitting some that last big three-pointer, some nice offensive rebounds, really hustling, making the most of when his number's been called.
Watkins has it, running the point. He'll drive with the left, pulls up, brings it back up. Long cross-court pass to Chrisman, who goes up, tries to get it out. Luckily, Watkins is there to grab the deflected ball. He's looking to go. He's got 1 second to shoot, puts it up, and it rolls out of the rim. Almost made a great play.
Yeah, the ball rolled in and out. Frustrating shot right there from an Adrian team that really wanted anything they can get that last possession.
Another 3-shot attempted. This is a 2 from the outside. Rebound Larson.
And if I'm Adrian's coach defensively, I'm going to talk about staying near your feet on those pump fakes. I've been seeing a lot of guys just jump off that pump fake and get blown by defensively. You can't let that happen. It's led to a lot of easy points by Calvin as another turnover happens for the
Transition,
Bulldogs.
pass over, and a nice ball movement there, but an offensive foul, so the basket won't count. 391 minutes left to go. Minute 39 left to go here on ACSN. Giving a little tough love over to Josiah Durrell, who's our director tonight. That's a huge offensive foul.
Absolutely. Great play by Watkins, taking that hit. You see him over there on the sideline as the Avion checks in for him. But another great play, great hustle play by Watkins.
Price is back in. Over to Larson, the big man for 3, and he hits!
And that was confident. You saw when he hit it, he knew it was going in. A big shot for Larson. He's been all over the floor tonight for the Bulldogs, down low and at the three-point line as well.
37-34. 70 seconds left to go in the half. Calvin has it. Pass in, cutting play, no foul, letting him play, and Chrisman gets the rebound. Transition offense going, slows it down, leaves it, three-point ball from deep, and it hits the front of the rim, and it's going to settle there. Let's take a look at the replay. I think this is going to be the this is the three-point ball. This place would have erupted if that went in.
Yeah, to tie the game up especially. Of course, you love that moment, but it wasn't the best shot possible. Maybe not.
Under a minute now to go. One-on-one, Morrison with Watkins. Drive, misses, gets his rebound, but it's blocked, and then it's almost a jump ball. Back out to three-point land. Shansky takes it, and he hits.
Shansky's been on fire tonight from three-point range as he hits another big one. as we're hitting the last 30 seconds of the first half.
About 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Watkins will hang on to it just outside of the timeline. Just inside, really. Clock counts down. 40-34. Trying to find it. ISO here for Watkins.
You get the mismatch on the bigger guy, take him off the dribble.
Pass down, and it lays in. 2 seconds left to go.
Great play by Watkins.
That was Reitensteiner who took the shot and score. We'll see a timeout here. Actually, they inbounded it, and we go to halftime. I thought I heard timeout. Either way, we're going to stay right here on ACSN if you're watching at home. There is going to be a performance by our incredible dance team here on ACSN. So let's talk a little bit about this first half. 4-point difference now. It didn't feel like it was going to be that way going into halftime, but the Bulldogs able to get back into this game, Dustin.
Yeah, you've seen Calvin make some mistakes, make some easy turnovers, miss some shots. But again, both teams are pretty much playing well offensively, taking what the defense is giving them. I've seen Adrian hit some big shots down low, some big and ones, but you also seen Calvin hit some big three-pointers, which I think is the biggest difference today is Calvin's in their three-point numbers.
We'll have some stats more so when we come back from our break, but a couple of the ones that I want to point out right now. Let's look at that three-point percentage for the Bulldogs here. Bulldogs 36.4 from the floor on the three. Calvin 41.7. A lot closer than what you would think, but Calvin has taken a lot more threes as well. 5 for 12. Actually, only one more three. 5 for 12 are the Knights. 4 for 11 are the Bulldogs. We're going to step aside here real quick and let everybody enjoy this performance by the Adrian College dance team. Then we're going to take our halftime break, and we'll come back a little bit early to go over some of the stats and numbers as we get ready for the second half of play. Calvin leads 40-36 over Adrian College here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Matt Kibbe, Destin Foy with you for this one. It's a close game, and it's a lot closer than when the Bulldogs traveled to Calvin a couple of weeks ago. 40-36 is our score right now. Let's get right into our halftime show. Let's take a look at these stats here from the first half of play here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Destin, walk us through some of these numbers.
Yeah, when we talk about it, the field goal percentage, they're pretty much evened up right away. Adrian at 55, Calvin at 51. The three-point percentage, Adrian at 36, Calvin at 41. But the free throw numbers is what I want to take away, especially. Talk about 77% from the Calvin. They've taken a lot more than we have. Bulldogs only 66, giving up a lot of those easy ones. And then you talked about it a lot during the broadcast, Matt, the turnovers. Turnovers were big. Calvin produced a lot of them, which really helped Adrian stay in this game when Calvin was really reeling offensively. But once things slowed down for Calvin offensively, Adrian seemed to bounce back up and bring it back to within 4 points.
Yeah, both these teams getting back underway here. Dustin, what needs to happen in this second half for the Bulldogs to pull out the victory over Calvin?
I think they just need to continue doing what they're doing. They're finding the shots that are working for them, finding those shots inside, finding cutters, finding guys cutting to the rim, making that extra pass, doing really what Calvin's doing. They're being really patient. Calvin's offense has really been, hey, we're going to spot up on these three-pointers. We're going to hit them, so we're going to make you jump out and guard us. And if you jump, we're going to blow by you, find one of our guys wide open. So Adrian needs to have that same mindset. Hey, if you're going to guard me, I know I got four other guys on the court with me that can do some damage offensively as well. And a key player I want to see get involved a lot more is Andrew Larson right now. He's 5 for 5 with 11 points right now, and he's one of those players where I love watching, where he's crashing the boards, getting shots inside, and also hitting occasionally some three-pointers as well.
You want to see him get more involved, yes, but he's had a couple big ones. He actually leads the Bulldogs in points with 11. On the other side, Luke Morrison has 14 for Calvin. A lot of top-heavy results, but a couple trickle-downs. There's a couple guys with just a basket so far. The ball has been spread. The love is going around here tonight.
Absolutely. You talk about it, especially for Calvin. Talking about it, Luke Morrison with 14. He got hot late in the first quarter. But then we thought Szymanski, he's had 13.
He was hot in the first half.
He was hot. He was really hot in the first few minutes. So it was really giving us two guys giving us around a good amount of points for 8 minutes each. You saw Szymanski hit a couple big threes in the beginning, and then Morrison took over towards the end. So having that kind of double, a little dynamic duo offensively in the first half really kept Calvin into it. So hopefully Adrian can find somebody along with Andrew Larson, like a Connor Pelham. He's been aggressive, but can't seem to really get shots to fall. And I want to say D'Avion in the game a lot more because he's been in, but he caught a few early fouls early. But I want him to be aggressive as well because we need big games from those three guys if we want to come back into it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The only places where you'd really see any foul trouble, Uchenna Exeki has 2 for Calvin, and Devion Price has 2 for the Bulldogs. Everybody else with a foul has 1. So not really much foul trouble. Everybody at least has 3 or 4 to give. Some even still have all 5 to give. So that might be an area to watch late in the game, but at the early part of the second half, we're not going to need to really pay attention to it.
Yeah, and if I'm a coach, I'm really pleased with that. No guys are in foul trouble. They're staying disciplined, but not very disciplined because I mentioned it, jumping on those pump fakes. It's been really driving me crazy up here to calling this game with you, Matt, watching guys really just bite on those pump fakes, jump right up, and they just drive right by him, either get a right open layup or find a guy for the 3 as this game gets right back into it in the second quarter.
So the Bulldogs will open the second half with possession. If you look at the spray chart for where the shots have really come, it's been down low by the basket for the Bulldogs. They've worked really to get points in the paint.
Absolutely. I love it when they're being aggressive, finding the easy points. I know 3s are more than 2s, but 2s are more efficient. You can make more of them. Not everybody's Steph Curry.
You know who would love that statement that you just made? Who? Trey Matthews. That sounds like a line straight out of the Trey Matthews mannerisms. Ball went out of bounds, so Adrian will remain with possession here. Down by 4, trying to cut the lead to 2 or 1. Out to Larson. Larson is the player to watch here in the second half, according to our Destin Foy. He has it, gives it to Paul. Paul will drive down the lane, wraps around the baseline, up to Larson. Larson goes up with the left, rolls it off his fingertips, and it falls out, but it hit off of Calvin. It will stay with Adrian.
Great drive by Larson. Maybe didn't really need to go with the finger roll right there. Maybe got a little too fancy. But it seems like it will be overturned and the ball will be going in Calvin's way.
Yeah, baseline official says, hold on. It went off of Adrian. So Calvin will get their first possession here of the second half. Be interested. This is where you sometimes wish we had the replay review. So I'm not sure if that was. Three-pointer, Schmansky, just like he started off the game. This is how he starts off the second half. Three-point land, and he hits.
Those corner threes are key for shooters to get open. If you want to
Drain
get
him!
hot. But right back at you, Adrian's number 20, Josh Ritznider. Haven't really seen him in the starting lineup a lot this season, making his impact so far today.
Out, Schmansky fakes the three, goes baseline, gives it to Morrison. Morrison waits impatiently, gets a two-point basket in.
Talk about jumping on those pump fakes. You got to stay on your feet because it'll kill you every time with that.
Price drives, has it knocked away, and it's back in the possession of Calvin. Morrison up with the right, and he can't hit.
A little too strong there. Great layup. Great attempt. Just couldn't finish.
Price picks up his dribble, goes over, and it hits. Two-pointer there for Reitensteiner.
Now that's the play we've been talking about at halftime. Finding guys cutting to the basket. That's worked really well for Adrian. And gloving guys finding as Jalen Paul comes up with that steal.
Transition offense to Reitenauer, out to Pelham. Pelham for three, contested, and it hits the front of the rim. Off of Calvin, back in, and kept in.
Great save by Alec Furin. He's been quiet so far offensively. Made a big play right there to keep the drive alive, but Bulldogs retain possession.
Foul, looks like it was on the floor. Let's take a look at the replay here on ACTV. That's a three-point ball, and then bring it back out. Morrison hits a two-pointer about 16 feet out.
That Morrison jumper has been wet all night from mid-range, from three. They're going to look to him a lot in the closing minutes of this game.
Paul on the baseline, tried to go way back up, and it's taken away by Schmansky, but it's knocked out. Reitensteiner. Schmansky got a little lackadaisical going up for the lay-in.
Yeah, you can't be too comfortable. I'm glad he didn't give up on that play. Stayed with him all throughout and knocked the ball out last second.
Calvin keeps possession, though. Baseline and three, and it hits.
Some miscommunication for the Bulldogs, leaving a wide open Warners from three. Can't really give up those three-pointers from those big guys because nowadays it's positionless basketball. These big guys can shoot now.
Might have missed that on the replay here. Apologize for that for everybody at home. We are a student-run production. Our students are learning for the first time. So bear with us here on ACSN.
Nice crossover there.
Schmansky drives, gives it back out, and then this one is topped, and Pelham's going to give a foul. That was Alec Fruin who drove and got the basket, and Calvin got the momentum here. 9-point lead, a chance to make it 10.
Yeah, it just happened pretty much instantly, if you want to say, Matt, as a timeout gets called by the Bulldogs. But again, Calvin's been after it offensively. They've been hitting threes, getting after transitionally. And we're about to take a quick 30-second break as our dancers come back out. We'll be right back here at the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center.
Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We're going to take a look at that replay, the missed ball that led to a three-point opportunity. This is the drive, and this is just an effort play by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Schneider, he had that first 3 earlier, and he's been really active offensively and defensively as well. He's guys that you want on your team, hustle for loose balls, make plays like that, because a lot of guys would just gave up and just jog down the floor to get ready back on offense. But not giving up on defense is key for the Bulldogs to try to come back while Calvin makes his run.
Alec Fruin is the one at the line. This is an and one. 16:41 left to go here in this second half of play. Chance to extend the lead. They do. 11-point lead now for Calvin. Watkins will be the one that brings it up. Goes to Price, back to Watkins. Watkins has been running the point for the Bulldogs. Now Price with it. 3-point for Watkins, and he got it.
Great three by Watkins. Watkins has been a godsend for the Bulldogs this game. He's come in, made some great plays offensively and defensively. Bulldogs need him to close this game out.
Calvin has it. Back over, Szymanski with it. Szymanski drives with the left. It's blocked by Larson, and he gets it back. Up to Watkins. Watkins, breakout pass to Reitensteiner. Reitensteiner for three, and it hits off the backboard.
Quick three right there. But great block and rebound by Larson. Somebody I said was going to be a key in the second half. He's an anchor defensively and offensively. You already know what he brings to the table.
Calvin gets it back. Down low. This was laid in by Agatsi.
Great offensive play by Calvin, leaning Larson out of the paint defensively and leaving Adrian down there in a mismatch down low in the paint.
Watkins to Larson. Larson to Seifert. Seifert goes to Reitensteiner. Reitensteiner will go on the left. He had a lane, goes back to the three-point land, and this one's short.
Had some space on the step back, just couldn't follow through. Bulldogs would have loved that shot, would have really lit this place up.
Calvin has it now. Post move, laid back over to Szymanski. Szymanski for three from the corner, too much on it, but rebound, Agassi, and there's a foul. It's going to go with the Bulldogs. Not a foul, he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it seems just lost his balance over there and just pretty much fell out of bounds.
So the Bulldogs trail by 9 here. And Watkins will bring it up. Go over. Krisman checks back in for the Bulldogs. Watkins looking for Larson, but he's covered. Krisman with it. One-handed pass to Watkins, up to Pelham. Pelham down low, and it's tipped. It's going to stay with, no, it's going with Calvin.
I like the ball movement there from the Bulldogs, but again, ending with a turnover. Just hate to see it in the game where this looks like it's slipping away from you.
Calvin has it. On the far side of the court, trying to bring it back into the middle. Calvin drives back over to the near side on the baseline, right hand up and in for Agassi. Nice play there. He gets another one on the board. Quick transition up to Krisman. Krisman fakes the three, takes a wide open three, and this one is completely missed. Air ball, but it hits off at Calvin, and it will stay with Adrian.
Had him on that pump fake, wanted that three-pointer, but we saw it from up here. We had a pretty good angle on it. It was just a little off. Hit a whole lot of nothing.
Krisman with it off the baseline, inbound play, and there's going to be a foul on the way up. 2 shots coming.
Now, this is the Adrian Collins Sports Network, but I would throw a flag right there, a challenge flag. So I would have said that was pretty much all ball. I think that was a clean block on Calvin.
Well, this message is for Chancey. I'm going to tell him to focus the ring a little bit over the intercom system. That's the message you want to give, and here's the 2 shots here. First one misses. Backseat directing here from the play-by-play spot.
You know, Maddie, you like to do a lot of things here for us. We're grateful for you.
Krisman missed the first. Here's the second. He got it. That's something you've mentioned a lot, is if the Bulldogs could get a couple more of those free points from the charity stripe.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of make one, miss another one. You want both those shots to go each time. Every point counts as you're watching this game literally go away from you.
57-45. Foul called. It's off ball on Watkins. So this is going to be on the floor. Second one of the half. We're going to pause 10 seconds here for station identification here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
You're listening to Bulldog Basketball on WVAC Adrian, 107.9 FM, and Adrian College Media Production.
What was it? Travel? Welcome back here. Sorry for that. We required to hit our station ID every top of the hour with us being on the radio. Bulldogs get it back off of a turnover on the floor by Calvin, so Watkins will transition in. Watkins was double teamed for a moment. Gets it down to Pelham. Off-ball foul, and it will be on the floor.
Yeah, Calvin really playing some aggressive defense right now, as Calvin's really on a 17-9 run in the second half. As Bulldogs look to find something offensively to really hopefully get some points up and slow Calvin down defensively.
Back in. Krisman with it, leaves it for Pelham. Pelham out. Seifert with it. Seifert drives up, and he'll get fouled on his way up.
Way to continue to be aggressive out of Bulldogs. Keep getting to the foul line. Just knock down these free throw shots, and you'll be back into it before you know it.
57-45 is our score here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs need a win here today. First shot hits. When we say they need a win, it's a must-win game if you really want to have a good, clean shot at getting into the postseason.
Absolutely, because right now Adrian's sitting at number 6. So any movement up or below is devastating for the Bulldogs. You don't want to fall to that number 7 spot, but you want to get ahead so you're not right at number 6 where every game counts at this point.
We'll take a look at the schedule here in a few minutes on ACSN. Back over. Eggsy is the one with it. Now it's to Morrison. He's manhandled for a moment by Watkins. Air ball, but then it turns into a pass equivalently by Senzing, and he puts it in.
Yeah, great hustle play by Senzing, seeing that ball is going to be a little short. Just to get under it, Adrian's defense, you got to wake up a little bit. You can't let plays like that happen right under your nose.
Watkins has the ball tipped for a moment. Now it's over to Pelham. Seifert with it. Seifert crosses over. Out to Larson. Larson to Pelham. Pelham goes up. He gets it knocked down, but gathers it himself and puts it back up.
Yeah, Connor Pelham wanted to foul there, but way to stay aggressive, way to stay with it. Put that ball back up there, trying to get anything you can while Calvin is on a run.
Blocking foul called on the Bulldogs, and it's going to be a 2 shots here for Calvin. So now it's was not originally called an and one. The ball did fall. So it looks like we're going to see a 1 shot here.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. It did to me look like an and one, but.
Exke takes his and 1 shot. He hits 61-49, and the Bulldogs offense really needs to step up here, get back into this game. Apologize, 62-49. One scoreboard's different than the other. And we get another whistle.
Yeah, it seems the last few possessions, Adrian's been really rushing, just trying to find anything, and I get it. The ball game's really slipping out of your hands. It was a close game. You let this then come out real in the second half. As a nice play by Crimson, lays it up for 2.
Bulldogs cross the 50-point threshold. Now the Calvin Knights, they have it. Back up, 3-point land. Pelham has it, turnover. Watkins can't get it, but we're going to get a foul.
That's Warner's and Watkins were a little hesitant to get off the floor.
It was a foul, too, so he gets gets a little knocked up, but also gets called for the foul. So Adrian ball. As you mentioned, that was Warner's. So Watkins will cross over the timeline. Calvin has an 11-point lead over the Bulldogs. Watkins, baseline, pass out to Pelham for three. He gets it!
Great shot by Pelham. Great patience by Watkins, finding the open man in the corner. A big three to really stretch this lead. Let me get back in this game.
That could get the crowd back into it. Need a defensive stand here. Schmansky goes down to Warner's. Warner's has a mismatch here if he wants it. He does. Then double team comes. Bulldogs swarming. Pass out to Schmansky. He passes it out to three-point land. Etzke hits!
Right back at you with the three, Etzke. Big shot. He's made some big plays for the night so far this game.
Bulldogs slow down the pace. Krisman with it. He pulls up mid-range. Jumper, got it.
Again, he's been great off the bench. A nice mid-range shot, pull up. Adrian looking to get some momentum back in this game.
Back up, Warner's with it. To Schmansky. Schmansky fakes the three, goes into the corner. Still a three, hits off the rim, and rebound by Sefke.
That's a good shot, good pump fake. Again, you got to stay on your feet. Can't give shooters that much space.
Seifert drives, goes to Pelham baseline, and he lays it in! And one!
Great play. I love it when the Bulldogs hold the pace. Play slow, find an open guy, cut in.
Let
and
me
one
see
Bulldog.
it, Josiah. Look at that. He is your playmaker, Destin.
Absolutely. He's a guy that we were told before the game was needed to have a big game for the Bulldogs to have a chance. And you see with this and one, brings it to a 6-point game when it was just at 12.
Pelham converts the and one. Bulldogs just like that back into this game. Timeout, Calvin. We'll step aside here. 59 points for the Bulldogs, 65 for the Knights of Calvin. We'll be right back here on ACSN.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit Adrian.edu.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 10-13 left to go here in the second half. 65-59 in favor of the visiting Knights of Calvin. Matt Gibby, Destin Foy with you here on ACSN. Calvin has possession of it. Down low, one-on-one. Now Schmansky gives it back to Warner's. Warner's patient, goes up and he's get fouled and one.
Again, jumping on those pump fakes, leave you in a dangerous zone just up in the air. Offensive player can just go right back up. Easy bucket and one for Calvin.
Reed Schilling will get called for the foul.
Man, these two teams aren't giving anything up. As soon as Adrian gives something, Calvin's there right back. Adrian hits a three, Calvin another three. Adrian gets a big and one, Calvin on the other end with another and one. This is a great game.
Converts. 68-59, lead back to 9 for the Bulldogs, or for the Knights, I apologize. Krisman goes to Seifert. Seifert drives, picks up his dribble, goes down to Watkins. Watkins on the block, goes up, he gets fouled. 2 shots.
Way to be aggressive, way to stay patient. It seems like both halves are playing out almost identical. You've seen Adrian come out really fast, turn the ball over early. See, in the second half, Adrian came out fast again, turned some ball over, didn't make a lot of plays. You see, once they slowed it down, just like in the first half, things start going their way. Just hopefully they can get some more defensive stops and keep Calvin from scoring.
Watkins for 2. He hits the first. You mentioned they're kind of identical halves. The key point to that
is the first half ended with the Calvin having a 4-point lead. The Bulldogs will need to overcome that. They have not had a lead tonight. Second shot good. Bulldogs back within 6. Apologize, within 7. Down low. Warner's with it. He's got Schilling on him. Schilling. Had some help from Pelham for a moment. Passed out in the 3. Shot hits the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, but it's on the floor, and there's a foul. That was Fruin who took the 3 and got it back.
Great hustle by Calvin. I've seen that a lot today. Guys getting their own rebounds. Really, every play counts. You see it on the scoreboard right there. Those are winning plays.
That was the 6th team foul for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are in the bonus, but they give up one more foul. And we go to the line back and forth. Down low, cutting play. Gives it up, hits off the back, and falls to the side into the arms of Schilling. Watkins will bring it up. Watkins looks to drive. He gets fouled on the shot. Watkins has made it a trademark to drive the lane and get fouled.
Absolutely. You see it's working for Calvin. He's working in the first half. They got a lot of free throws. Really helped him get this lead. So I was like, okay, we'll do the same thing. The ref is going to blow that whistle. They're going to blow it for us as well. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to keep driving to the rim, hopefully make some contact, and make these 2 shots. Great mindset by Watkins.
I don't know if you've seen it. There's been a discussion in the Twitter world about the college officiating. There's been a lot of foul calls lately. There was a point in time where there was a Michigan Northwestern played. There was 46 fouls called in 40 minutes. That's more than a foul a minute.
Jeez.
So you take advantage of that. Watkins, who misses his first shot.
And I also think it's about the players, really. They're seeing the game on all sorts of levels. You talk about the professional level. Some of the best players in the league, somebody guys watch, like a James Harden, is taking about 10, 15 free throws a game. Embiid is scoring about 40 points. You're getting 20 free throws a night from those guys. You're seeing, okay, the rules are changing. We're making contact. I can get these easy points at the line and not waste them. It's a great mindset to have.
Watkins goes 1 for 2 at the line. Back within 6 are the Bulldogs. Out to Egsky. He leaves it down low for Kachi. Kachi goes out to the point for Morrison. Morrison for 3, hits the front of the rim, and it will go out of bounds. Bulldogs will get possession.
Another pump fake, another jump. You cannot jump on those pump fakes. You leave these shooters wide open. You really got let off the hook right there because he's hit those shots all night.
Watkins will bring it up. Really a 2-possession game here for the Bulldogs. Out to Larson. Larson down low now with Krisman. Krisman takes the shot. He hits. He's been really good here for the Bulldogs, Dustin.
Yeah, a great spark off the bench. You need that, especially talk about that first matchup. The bench was outscored by Calvin's bench. So you want your guys off the bench to come in, really bring some energy. You've seen Watkins and you've seen Crimson come in, make some big plays for the Bulldogs.
Back out. Calvin, patience here. Egsky takes the shot. It rolls out. Rebound Bulldogs. They're down by 4.
Great patience by Calvin. Always trying to get the best shot each possession. I'm really enjoying watching that.
Watkins drives. He gets stuffed. Going the other way. Calvin brings it over. Back over. Wide open 3. It doesn't fall. Krisman gets the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. Sends it back to Watkins to settle the offense down. He'll guide traffic from the left side of the floor. Gives it to Krisman. Krisman, step back. Mid-range. Hits off the front of the rim. Can't get the rebound. Pelham knocks it down for a moment and stays with Calvin. Pelham is advocating that it hit off the fingertips of Calvin. Here's the replay. Was this Krisman's shot?
That turnaround.
Yeah.
He's wearing number 24. A nice little Kobe shot from Crimson.
Calvin rebounds it back in. 7:10 left to go here in this second half of play. 4-point lead for the Knights. This is the closest the Bulldogs have gotten since the first half. Back out.
Morrison with it. Morrison, deep three, can't hit, rebound, down low, that was Catchy. Catchy gives it back, it's a foul.
And starting off that possession defensively, great play defensively all around for the Bulldogs. So you're going to force them into those contested threes. You'll let them take them instead of those open looks, open drives to the rim, and of course, again right now, free throws.
Adrian forced to take a timeout. We will take one as well before the free throws come up. The score right now is 68-64 in favor of the Knights of Calvin. We'll be right back here on ACSN.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
And welcome back to the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. I'm here with Matt Kibbe. I'm Destin Foy. And we've got an exciting second half of action as the Bulldogs trail by 4 to the Calvin University Knights. And we're going to take a look at a replay here real soon. Take a look at this late foul call. Great hustle by Calvin, trying to get any points they can to come back and to hold on to this lead with around 7 minutes to go in the game.
So Alec Fruin at the line here for 2. That foul also puts Calvin in the bonus here, so both teams now will head to the line on any whistle foul.
One thing about Calvin, they've been really good at the free throw line so far tonight.
That was their 11th made free throw in 13 attempts. Chance here to go 12 for 14. They do. Fruin hits both. The lead back up to 6 now for the Knights. Larson to Chrisman. Chrisman back to Price. Price has been quiet this second half. Goes over to Seifert. Seifert brings it back up. He'll head in. Holds onto his dribble, drives the basket, pulls up, and it rolls out.
Good look right there. A little free throw range jumper. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Calvin has it once again. Kachi with it. Luke Morrison has it. Morrison leads this game in points. He's got 18. Saved by Calvin. Down to Fruin. Fruin gets a lay in there.
Great strong layup right there, right on DeAvion.
Here's Price. Price leaves it for Chrisman. Chrisman picks up his dribble, goes out to Pelham. Pelham has a drive, goes baseline, pass out to Larson. Too much on it. It was a fastball right on the corner, and Larson can't hold on to it.
Bad turnover there. We're only around 5:40 to go in the second half of play as the Bulldogs look just to get anything going. They see on the replay a nice save, tough layup.
Here's Edsky. He's got it, and Price is face-to-face with him. Pass out to Fruin. Fruin gives it to the far side of Morrison. Morrison down into the corner with Kachi. Kachi has a cutting Edsky. Down low, he drives, goes up with the left, and he kisses it off the glass and in.
That was a really tough layup with the shot clock winding down. Edsky's made some real big plays. You really haven't seen him a lot, but the plays he's made so far have been huge ones for the Knights.
Pelham tried to go up with the left, couldn't get it. Chance to get the lead back up to 12 for the Knights. Back out to Morrison for 3. Make it 13.
And you just got to get back together defensively. You can't just leave shooters open. He's been hitting all game. Cannot leave a guy like Morrison open, as he's going to kill you right before Adrian takes a timeout.
Bulldogs forced to take a timeout.
That's ACTV's Jay Hanna upset with the refs.
We'll stay right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. And Jay, volunteer assistant for this team, getting in on the officials a little bit. A little frustration here for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, of course, because this game was coming right back to you, and then again, now back. It's a deep ball game. Look at that three-pointer by Morrison, wide open. He knew it was good when he left his hands. And again, you know, if you're the Bulldogs, again, you find yourself, you're right there, you're within 4 points. Then a few possessions go away, and it almost seems in a matter of a minute, you're back down almost over double digits again. You just can't give up big threes, a lot of just big plays, and just Adrian not being able to capitalize offensively so far in the second half.
Yeah, you mentioned not able to capitalize. There were a couple motions back, and the closest they've gotten back into this contest is 4 points. That's been the closest they've gotten all night, back at the end of the first half, and now here with about 5 minutes left to go in the second half, it's back to a 13-point lead, the largest lead of the night for Calvin.
Yeah, and credit to Calvin for just staying in control, not wavering, not getting off your game. They've been playing their game. It seems like this entire ball game, which has been working out well for them as they've been holding on to this lead the entire game.
Watkins goes up. He'll get fouled again. He's frustrated with himself because he couldn't get the and one, but he'll get 2 shots here.
Yeah, you'll take all the points you can get. And points at the free throw line are also important because the clock isn't running. So that saves you a lot of time in these last 4 minutes when every second is crucial, because you see how fast Calvin was able to pull away. So Bulldogs can come away with a good run and can be right back in this game before the 3-minute mark. You never know.
Watkins hits the first. 4:49 left to go here in the contest. Every foul will send us to the line now, so that could help with some time saving as well. Watkins goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, one thing about basketball is these last 4 minutes, they're going to be around 15 minutes on basketball time with all the fouls and the late minute stuff. So hang in with us.
Down low, off-ball foul. We'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Next foul on Calvin will actually put the Bulldogs in the double bonus.
And it seemed that that foul down low on Adrian was just a frustration foul. He's been really looking for his touch all night offensively. You can't really get it. You want to be aggressive defensively. Would you take that foul? Maybe not in this case when you're down about to be 12 points.
The reverse announcer's jinx gave him the point, gave him the basket before it was even off his fingertips. 78-66 the score now. 12-point lead, could be 13. It is. So the Bulldogs will bring it up the court on the near side. Krisman, he's going to run the point. He can go baseline, goes up, and no foul called as he was driving. It was all ball, and we'll get a tie-up. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Knights.
You love the aggressiveness, but you want to be a little smarter right there. You had the lane, but you don't want to just go up right in the middle of the shot clock. Try to find the best shot possible, especially trying to come back.
Bulldogs back on their defensive heels here. Official looked like it was going to blow the whistle, but it sounds like it hit all ball. Egske goes up. He'll miss, but a rebound. And back over to Egske. He's on the block. Blocked by Larson. Watkins telling him to hustle down. Watkins drives, goes up and lays it in.
Great play by Watkins, but a great block by Larson. He's a big key factor. I love when he's on the floor. This team plays completely different. He's an anchor defensively, like I talked about. A great block to set up that great fast break chance by Paris Watkins.
Larson, just a freshman for the Bulldogs. He's going to grow into a player the next 4 years.
Absolutely.
Morrison got taken down, and we're going to get a whistle. Head coach Bill Sale looking for a foul, but he's not going to get it. You can see the crowd here on the Adrian College Sports Network if you're watching at home. Morrison, he leads the team in points. He actually leads the floor in points with 21 tonight.
Yeah, he's been all over the game today. Three-pointers, mid-range shots, tough layups. Really a great playmaker for the Calvin Knights so far in this game.
Back to 11-point lead here. Let's take a look at the replay. This is Watkins who drove. This was after the Larson block. Really could have called an and one there as well with how he went up, but
really could have.
You'll take the 2.
Yeah, great strong finish by Watkins. Another key player off the bench who's been electric getting these minutes. And really it's about the closing minutes of the ball game. A lot of basketball guys want to start, but if you're one of those players that are out there in the final 3.5 minutes of a ball game, then you're important to your club.
The officials having a conversation here. Not sure. Maybe they're trying to figure out the shot clock. Maybe there's an official and a coach who's going to have something here. So Morrison checks out. He'll be subbed by Fruin. Is that one of those like football rules where if you get injured, you have to go out?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, either way, Fruin has it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Fruin, one-on-one with Larson. Drives, pulls up, and hits.
Got some space with the crossover. Nice little tough mid-range shot.
Price in transition. Step back three, got around it. Now to Pelham. Pelham down low to Larson. Larson to Watkins on the far side. He posts up. Watkins, the bigger man, but it gets it back out to Price. Price for three, and it doesn't fall.
Deep three by Adrian. Still looking for his touch offensively tonight.
Calvin will slow it down here. Bulldogs want transition. 81-68 is our score here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 2:43 to go. Matt Kibbe, Destin Foy with you. Fruin, one-on-one with Pelham. He'll drive. Pelham takes it away. Transition up to Krisman. Krisman will put on a Euro step in late in.
Great Euro step, great finish. Great play by Crimson. Another player off the bench who's been electric so far this entire game.
Light press by the Bulldogs. Time crunching down. Needs 11 points. They can do it here, but they need some stops and some turnovers on the part of Calvin. Off-ball foul. Looks like it was on Price. Take a look at this. Steal by Pelham up to Krisman.
Great awareness, great Euro step, finger roll, layup, good by Crimson.
Schmansky is going to head to the line here. He's been quiet. We got technicals here on the 24s. It was going to be Kendall Krisman as well as Emmett Warner, so that's their first technicals. They'll we'll have to, I believe we'll get the free throws for the foul, the 1-and-1, and then we're going to have to go to the line again for some offsets. Officials still talking about it here.
Looks like the two players were chirping at each other. I wouldn't have called anything.
So this is the 1-and-1. It will be by Schmansky. That one missed. Krisman gets the rebound. Give a little credit to the fans. Watkins has it. Larson with it. Back to Watkins. Watkins looks to drive. Picks up his dribble. Goes in. Lays it off the glass and in.
Great move with the up and under pump fake. Timeout, Calvin. Great play by the Bulldogs. Loving what I'm seeing by Watkins and Crimson. Been electric off the bench.
Let's take a look at that one and if Josiah got it. Here on the Adrian College Sports Network, ACTV Instant Replay powered by Josiah Durrell. Got the tail end of it, but it was a huge play by Watkins. He looked like he was going to pull up from the elbow, and then he makes the smart decision with the open lane to go and try and lay it in.
Yeah, that pump fake up and under, something that's been working for Calvin all game. Paris using it to his advantage. Man, Paris Watkins and Kendall Crimson off the bench have just really kept Bulldogs in this game so far today. Both come in, not starters, but really playing a lot of minutes in the closing moments of this game as we're pulling up the numbers from those two guys.
Yeah, you look at Krisman, he's played 22 minutes. He's got 15 points. He's actually the leader in points for the Bulldogs. Connor Pelham's got 14. Watkins has 12. $72 points for the Bulldogs. They trail by 9. Calvin will inbound. The press is on here with 1:45 left to go. Double team. Hit off, and it's going in the possession of Calvin. Calvin forced to use the timeout, so we'll take one here as well. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on ACSN.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. 1:45 left to go here in regulation. 81-72 is our score. Matt Kibbe, Destin Foy with you here on ACSN. Destin, it's press time for the Bulldogs. It's coming down to the wire.
Absolutely. It's every possession counts at this point, offensively and defensively. You don't want to give up easy fouls because, again, you're in the bonus. And then for Calvin as well, you don't want to give up fouls either, but you want to be smart defensively. You don't want to just give up easy shots, but you don't want to be overly aggressive and give them easy free throws. So both teams probably going to see a little bit conservative offensively from Calvin, but Adrian, I want them to be aggressive, but not overly aggressive and take bad shots.
Both teams in the double bonus. Official talking to the scorekeeper. So we're getting ready to inbound. Now it looks like we're ready to go. To note, the possession arrow is with Adrian now. So here's the inbound. Pelham has the hops. Here's the pressure coming out to Schmansky. Schmansky drives out to Eggsky. Eggsky down low, and there's the foul. Led to the line. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And Eggsky is going to take 2 shots here. He'll make the first. Looked like it was going to roll out.
Calvin's been really efficient from the free throw line today. I believe only they got 2 misses so far in this entire game.
Maybe look at the numbers. 14 for 17 from the line. Here's the second shot to make it an 11-point lead. It goes. Bulldogs could really use a 3-point play here. Watkins, he drives, bodies a man, puts it up, it's short.
See, those are the possessions you don't really want as a coach. You don't want guys just going one man and just taking a layup really contested when you could have found a better look because you had Crimson over in the corner.
Back over. And a foul on Larson. 1:11 left to go here in regulation. 83-72 is our score. That's the 3rd foul for Larson. Here's Warner's first shot. It goes. This is with 1:11 left to go. It's starting to get out of reach for the Bulldogs. A disappointing spot to be in. This is probably most likely, depending on the result of Kalamazoo and Alma's games, drop them out of the top 6 and out of the playoff bracket for right now. But a chance to get back into it with some of the games coming up. There's going to be tough. Watkins takes the pass. He'll drive, kiss it off the glass, and in.
Nice, tough layup by Watkins. He's been doing that all game. But it looks like to be a little too late for the Bulldogs to try to make a comeback.
Pass out, foul, and that's going to foul out Price. His 5th, and it will send Calvin to the line again. 85-74 is our score. Nice play here by Watkins. Once again, he's been the one that's been willing to drive to the basket all night long, Destin.
Yeah, he's been there to spark, getting to the free throw line a lot, making some tough layups. but just looks like it won't be enough for the Bulldogs to try to come back.
So Calvin will improve to a 12-6 on the season, 5-2 in the MIAA. Adrian will fall to 3-16, 2-6 in MIAA play. Still a lot of games left, all of February. A couple more home games as it's down low and it trips up. Calvin has it. Adrian will peel off.
Yeah, you talk about the month of February for the Bulldogs. You got Olivet and Hope back-to-back on away games coming up on the 2nd and the 5th. And then we'll be back here at the Maryland on the 9th and the 12th, hosting Albion and K College. Then on the 16th, Adrian will be back on the road against Alma. And then finally, back here on the 19th of February, going against Trine here at the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center.
Calvin goes up and lays it in. 89-74 is our score. All of that month of February, you need to win out realistically if you want a good shot. And you also need some other teams to fumble. There's a deep three, and it hits.
That's Calvin just going to take this one and just dribble out these last 3 seconds as players are shaking up as they get ready. Final buzzer sounds. Bulldogs fall. Knights 89, Bulldogs 74 here at the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. Live at Adrian College.
Hit that last second three. 77 will be the final point for Adrian. We are going to have an interview with head coach Tim Kaiser. It sounds like he's going to go and talk to some of the team, and then he'll come back up to us to have a little bit of a conversation. We'll kind of watch him a little bit, make sure that's the plan. But either way, our final score tonight, 89-77. Let's talk a little bit about this game, Destin. It was all Calvin. Never lost the lead throughout this whole contest. They had 40 minutes of lead time the entire way. The closest the Bulldogs were able to get was within 4. They got to that point a couple times, but just couldn't overcome it.
Yeah, I think it just really just comes down to them playing their game their way the entire ball game. You know, Bulldogs played a different type of style 2 different times. You know, sometimes they were too fast-paced. Other times they slowed it down, but they never stayed consistent throughout in their game plan. It seems Calvin, from the opening buzzer to the final buzzer, was really aggressive. They wanted to hit you. They wanted to get the threes going. They wanted to get you biting on those three-pointers, jumping on those pump fakes, to hit open guys in the corner, hit open guys cutting, and really just led to them finding a lot of guys scoring offensively. We talk about Dash Szymanski. He was really explosive. Luke Morrison was explosive. Yukema Ijeski was also very high scoring for the Knights as well. So the Knights were really just all over, and the Bulldogs just couldn't really get shots when they needed to, it seems like.
Yeah, for Calvin, from the floor for the entire game, 52%. From three-point land, 36%. And on the free throws, the big thing, nearly 90% of their makes, 20 for 23 on free throws. The Bulldogs really couldn't muster much, even though they had some good numbers. They just couldn't get a lot of opportunity. 54% from the floor, 3-point, 42%. And on the free throws, 11 for 14 tonight. Turnovers, Calvin had more turnovers this game. 20 turnovers to the Bulldogs' 15, but the Bulldogs not able to capitalize as much on those in the fast break numbers. 13 points off the fast break, only 7 points off the fast break for Adrian. Really a key difference that we talked about throughout the game. 45 bench points for Adrian College, just 6 for Calvin.
Yeah, and with that last stat, you would think that Bulldogs would have won by a lot of points. You get your bench outscoring the other team by almost 40 points, but it obviously wasn't enough. And it really just comes down to, like we talked about it, basketball is really a game of runs. Who can go on a longer run and who can go on the most runs? You saw that run that Calvin went on in the beginning of the second half. It was like a 17-9 run to start it off. And when you build those holes, it's really hard for a team to really dig yourself out of. Then you crunch back down to 4. You exert all that energy from being down 12 to punch back, and now you're only down 2 or 3 points. And then now the energy you just exerted is gone, and now the other team is starting to move in. Some subs coming in, and they're still hitting shots. They're still getting guys scoring, so that 4-point lead just goes back to 12. And you kind of find yourself in a circle, going in one direction the whole time, not really finding any waivers from Calvin. And, again, just a complete game overall by them.
We're going to take a quick break here, a 60-second break, maybe a little bit more here on the Adrian College Sports Network. You see some first-half highlights here on ACSN if you're watching at home. But we're going to take a step aside. We should have an interview here with Coach Kaiser coming up here after the break. We'll step aside and be right back here on ACSN. Don't go anywhere for an interview with Coach Tim Kaiser.
You're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics, you're going to college. All the hard work's paid off. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. New friends, new athletic teams, new musical groups, new student government to get involved in, 85 organizations. It's going to be amazing. And I think one of the first things that you'll realize when you get here, at least I hope this is the case, is that although academics are the most important thing, no doubt about it, got to take care of the academics, time management, not a kid anymore, right? Young adult. The college is a whole lot more than that in a place like this. It is an experience. College is an experience that will last you for the rest of your life. The relationships that you make here, the memories, the late night stuff, the whole 9 yards is just going to be great.
Really excited to get going and to try and lead these guys and try and help them reach their full potential as basketball players, but more importantly as people, as student athletes, and as men when they get out of here. So very excited to get going.
Let's play Bulldog basketball!
The Adrian College men's basketball program has a new man in charge. Tim Kaiser was announced the new head coach by athletic director Mike Duffy last week, but has been leading the program for several weeks now. After being named acting coach late in the season, Kaiser won his first career game overseeing the team.
Anytime you can get any experience is really good. So next year, game 1, it won't be game 1 for me, it'll be game 7. And that's actually a big thing. And beyond the games, more so the practices, right? Being able to lead the practices. Because if we want to be good on the court, that's the most important thing about what we're going to do.
He played at Waynesburg University in Pennsylvania, where he was able to play in basically every role, including coming off the bench and starting as the team captain. Since his playing days, he has served as a graduate assistant at Heidelberg University in Ohio and assistant coach at Muhlenberg College in Pennsylvania. That's before he arrived as a Bulldog last fall.
All of my experiences in Division III. That's all I know, and that's what I love. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be involved in. And I think while, I'm young, I also think I'm confident.
Kaiser and his team have already began their work in recruiting and preparing for next season. He can't wait to take the court with his team in a few short months.
I think first and foremost is that we're a connected group at all times. I think that's so important, especially in Division III, especially in basketball. So number one, that we're really connected, that we love playing together. I think that is the most important thing, is that we really enjoy playing together and sharing in each other's success.
Reporting from the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center, I'm Matt Kibbe for Adrian College TV.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within regional colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu. Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network, joined now by the head coach, Tim Kaiser. Coach, a tough one today against Calvin. They really came out and put on a good showing, especially from three-point land, is where they were hitting a lot of their shots. What did you like out of your performance from your team, though?
Yeah, I didn't like how we started, but I did like how we responded. There was a lot of guys that stepped up off the bench. I mean, we played a lot of those bench guys, 25, 28 minutes because they were really, really giving us a lot of good stuff. Paris Watkins had probably his best game of the year so far. Same with Nick Seifert. He was awesome. Kendall Christman continues to just develop and continue to be, a spark for us off the bench and can really fill it up. So I really liked, the way our group just kept fighting. But, we got to shore up how we come out of halves and guard people for the first couple minutes because that's really been our Achilles heel lately. It's the first 3 minutes of the second half. Teams usually go on a little bit of a run and then we settle down and start to play again. But, like today, you give a really good team, you spot them 8 points out of halftime when you're down 4. It's tough to make up a 12-point deficit against one of the best teams in the conference.
Absolutely. And then talk about the impact of Andrew Larson. That's one of my favorite personal guys to watch up here. He makes an impact defensively and offensively, both inside and outside. Talk about the impact he brings to you guys. Yeah,
Drew, first off, is playing way out of position. He's not a 5-man, and he's tasked with guarding the 200-plus pound guys. So he's playing out of position, but, he just plays so hard. He really, really plays so hard, and he's got such a unique game where he can just affect the game in so many different ways. It was good to see him knock down that 3 in the first half. He's been working really hard on the jumper and getting more confidence in it. So that was great to see him knock down that shot and, have a lot of really big plays in the first half. He had 11 at halftime, which really helped us. And, he's always going to work on the defensive side. And, he's a great kid, great player, and, he's going to only get better. So he had a really big impact on the game today, too.
Coach, it's no secret. You have a very young team, and sometimes it shows on the floor a little bit. You get within 4 a couple of times. As they develop, that's going to be something that they're going to be able to overcome. But what's the message now to a young team to be like, hey, we're right here. Let's take the lead?
Yeah, it's really about them just continuing to commit to each other. It sounds cliche, but it's the truth. All good teams, they really do love each other and want each other to be successful. And those young guys, they get that. And that's starting to be good. Now the next thing is, staying locked in for 40 minutes. That's kind of been a big issue for us, and it shows in practice. We'll have, if a 2-hour practice, an hour and 50 minutes will be great, but we'll have a 10-minute section where, we're just not quite focused enough. We're not quite locked in enough. And, that comes out there and it shows, like early second half today and different moments in games. And so, unfortunately, it's kind of part of the process, but we got to find a way to speed up that process because it's really hurting us in these second halves.
Coach, final question for you. Unfortunately, this game drops you out of that playoff bracket spot from 6th down to 7th, but you have a big month of February with games against Olivet, Hope, Albion, Kalamazoo, Alma, Trine, all to wrap up the month. It's going to need to be a big month of February for you guys to get into that postseason mark. What are you guys going to need to do to win out those games and get into the postseason?
Honestly, we just need to continue to do what we've been doing. We played last 5 games against, the top 4 teams in the league, and, about 3 of them we've had a really good chance of winning, just haven't quite made enough plays. So, those guys are getting a lot better. They're getting more confident. But we just got to find a way to stay locked in for 40 minutes. It's been 35 minutes, 32 minutes, and it's come to hurt us at the end of the game. These really good teams, they don't make mistakes. And, sometimes we just give them points because we're not focused or not doing what we need to do. So we just need to continue to do what we do, get better each day, and just learn from all these mistakes and, get after. We got a big one on Wednesday against Olivet, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Coach, thank you for your time as always. We appreciate the comments and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Head
coach Tim Kaiser joins us here on the post-game show. Thank you, of course, to Coach Tim. He's got a good message. Those answers tell you that he's the guy to right the ship here for this program, dealing with a young team, trying to get them back in and corral the youngsters and get them going, Destin. But he's got the plan. He's got an idea.
Absolutely, because, listening up here talk, I believe every word he said because, a lot of coaches always say we just continue to do what we're doing. But we're watching it right here up close. Like, we literally seen them be so close at certain points in the game. But when you got a lot of freshmen, you got a lot of guys, you get in those moments of, we're 4 points away. I got to hit the shot now. I got to do it now. When you really don't have to do it now, you can be patient. You can really just hold forward. And once they really settle down, really relaxed, you could tell this team got the potential to be really good for a long time. But again, this is what you deal with when you have a really young team. You're going to have a 3-16 record, even though that's not the record you want. But you look at the scores against those top teams in the MIAA, they're not getting blown out. They're just losing those moments, those runs, and those are key to be a successful basketball club.
Dustin, that's going to do it for us here. We had a fantastic crew here tonight on ACSN. They really made the difference here for our video product. Josiah Durrell was our director. Chancey Boyce was our camera switcher. Forrest Veneer was our top cam operator. We had an action cam with Andrew Black. We had a sideline camera and a wireless camera down on the floor with Jacob Mills, and then another one with Andrew Nummer as well as Sione. I don't know Sione's last name, so Tofu. That's a sick name. Sione Tofu was actually mirroring everybody and kind of learning how the ropes go. He's one of our new guys, our rugby players. That's going to do it for us here on ACSN. Our final score, Calvin takes down the Bulldogs 89-77. The Bulldogs will look to bounce back against Olivet on Monday night. That's going to do it for us here. Destin Foy. For Destin Foy, I'm Matt Kibbe. We'll see you next time here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library, The shipment has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the shipment is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.